Now, switching gears one more time, I flew down to Houston 2 weeks ago to legendary trainer Ronnie Shields' gym to check out David Morrell, hang out with them and stuff. I was waiting for Jamal Charlo, but he was busy. But how do you see that fight playing out? That's a super fight coming right now between David Benavidez and David Morrell. How do you see that fight playing out between the two?
Super fight is I don't think it's a super fight
Not yet.
for the mainstream.
Yeah,
For the mainstream.
for the boxing
For
fans.
me,
Yeah,
for me
yeah,
and you, it's a it's a fantastic fight.
yeah. Both
It's
in
a
their
type of
primes, right?
it's a type of fight where you have to say like, damn, David Benavidez took that fight. Morrell took that fight. Like
Oh man.
you have to question their team. Like they're letting them fight each other at this point of their career, but then it's kind of like we want the best fighting the best, right? We say it all the time. We get it, enjoy it. That it doesn't get better than that. Two absolute beasts facing each other at the ideal time. So it's the best fighting the best at the best time. And it's rare to see that. Benavidez obviously wants Canelo. Yeah, if he stays at 175, he's going to have to face the killers there and be one better there. But for right now, Morrell is. I love that fight, man. I love that fight. I love everything about that fight because they're so evenly matched in age and height. Morrell has a longer reach. Morrell has a fucking heavyweight reach, man. It's like
He was
78
huge. He was huge in person.
78 inches, I think it is. And he's a southpaw. And he's a puncher. He comes from that Cuban school of boxing. I mean, he has everything that you don't want to face in a fighter, but he has it. And Benavidez, big fighter, power. I think he has a quick. I think he has the quickest hands. He has the quickest hands at super middleweight. I said that when a long time ago too. Quickest hands at middleweight. For him to be that big, that explosive, that powerful, it's unfair to be have hands that quick. So yeah, it's just one of these fights where I just can't wait till they happen. But I got to favor Benavidez, and the punch selection that he throws versus the punch selection of Morrell when I watch him fight.
David Benavidez averages about 50 punches per round. Is that going to be the deciding factor of him pulling out a decision or a stoppage against him?
No, it's the accuracy, man. I think Benavidez he's tall, he has long arms, he has short shoulders, So it's weird, man. Like he could throw more punches here in this little square in front of you than most fighters because he doesn't have to rotate his entire body. He does it. If you notice when you watch Benavidez throws combinations, he's like a Diego Corrales. He's like ta 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 ta. I hear, instead of rotating, he's like. It's beautiful to see, but you could only do that because he has the stature. He has the long arms and he has the short, the thin shoulders. They're not that wide. And yeah, man, he's a specimen. I think he beats Morrell left hook. Morrell when he opens up when he throws a straight left hand, he drops his right hand a lot. And he's been
Mm.
doing that since he was a pro. I mean, he's been doing that since he was a 1-0, 2-0. I've been watching him the entire time, and that's something that he's been doing for a long time. He just hasn't been checked for it. So yeah, left hook, I think.
What would be the game plan for Morrell if you were training him? How would you beat David Benavidez in that volume punchery, that accuracy, that rapid fire? What would be the plan?
Technique, man. You got to mind you. You got to go back to the drawing board. We know that you accomplished a lot, but let's go back to the technique. When you let go one arm, you make sure this is blocked. When you go let go this one, make sure this is blocked. Everything else he does great, man. It's just the technique because he got so accustomed to knocking everyone out that he doesn't have to mind it. Now you're facing the beast. But let's go back to the basics, technique, because he has everything else. So just go back to making sure the elbows are tucked in. Make sure you stand a little bit more sideways. Make sure when you let release one punch, you know what's coming back. You dip after you punch. That's another thing. When he punches, he loads up so much, boom. But sometimes the fighter blocks it and he comes back with another one real hard. Sometimes you gotta punch and dip. You gotta punch and mind your defense. These are the little things that I think he can work on. Other than that, I think he's a beast.
And so at 175 pounds, the winner of that fight should fight better beef, or should they try to chase the fight with Canelo and make him force him to move up? What do you think should happen next? Who
Yeah,
gets it?
I think everyone needs to chase Canelo payday.
Yeah.
I think that should be in the mind of everyone within 168 and 175 is hold off if you win a belt. Hold off and cash the Canelo ticket, just like Hayla Plant.
Yeah.
Hayla Plant beat Uzcategui, and he didn't fight nobody. He was fighting the Subway guy, Mike Lee. He was fighting. I don't even remember their names because I know who they were. But he was fighting guys that didn't. They weren't the best. But then what did he do? He cashed in. So that's smart. Caleb Plant is a smart dude. Heyman and his team, they all did a great thing because he got paid big money to get knocked out. But so what? That's what we're in the game for. You know, whatever. It's a fight game. What did he do? He came right back and fought Benavidez. Came up short. What did he do? Come back in another exciting fight against this. What was his name? The kid that he just fought last with the mullet.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, I forgot. I
In
can't get
another
his name either.
in another exciting fight.
He was a tough kid. He was tough.
So I want to see Caleb Plant doing the exact same thing. I want fighters to take that game plan more often. You know,
Definitely. So if Canelo, let's say Canelo doesn't move up to 175 and he doesn't give them a shot, are there better beef? You say that Benavidez, you're favoring him against Morrell. Better beef, Benavidez. Like my final question: who wins and why?
I don't favor anyone or anything against Arthur Beterbiev right now.
Okay.
The dude's he's a fucking wall. He's a Russian wall with fists. I don't favor
That's a good analogy.
I don't favor anything against him. No, I think Beterbiev.
Even at 39, his age, do you see some slowing down in rust against him and Bevo? It's rumored that him and Bevo are going to fight the rematch sometime in February. But do you see him slowing down at that age, or he's just a freak like Bernard
He
Hopkins?
should. No, he should slow down. He should slow down, and that's the reason I think Canelo should probably fighters in that Benavidez or Canelo, if they're going to take a big step of greatness to fight the number one guy at 175, they should maybe wait him out, age him out, because it's a matter of time for him to age out. You can't. 40 is 40, but I don't care how great you take care of your body, and he doesn't. He's a Muslim. He doesn't drink. He doesn't have any bad habits. He's a legitimate fighter. He was an Olympian. So this dude's been on top for a long time. Better be, but you got to wait him out. Age will catch up to him. So yeah, I just think I think Bevo edged out that first fight, and I'm gonna favor Bevo in the second fight.
Definitely. This is Johnny Boy Boxing. Sergio, we appreciate your time. Thank you so much.
Listen, Papa, I gave you my number because I like your style, man. I love the work you do, and I appreciate you.
Listen, man, thank you so much from the heart, man. You got my number. Call me if anything. We got you here. It's Johnny Boy Boxing at FightHype. We'll catch you in the next one.